Cancer, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Cancer, I'm going to be doing your reading for mid-April from now until the end of the month. This will be a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Now, in this reading, dear Cancer, delicious, I'm going to be taking a look at your main challenge, past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards for you and get some final advice. I want to welcome to each and every one of you, dear Cancer. I'm just going to take a moment to kindly also, let some people know, maybe, some people missed that post, but I made a post about my grandpa Wilson, who passed away years ago, but it was his birthday a couple days ago, and I've just been having a lot of flashbacks and nostalgia and really honoring his presence. So I'm just gonna be chill. But also, if you notice my eyes are a little red, is because I rode the bike for 50 miles yesterday as a tribute for him. And I'm also preparing for Ironman and some Olympic triathlons. So I've been very productive, but this is just a moment in my life where I just want to honor in silence, So I'm not going to be bouncing off the walls, and I want to thank to the Cancer who commented. It was under different science video that really touched my heart when that Cancer said, Arman, everybody comes here for the readings and stuff like that, but I just want to stop by and send you a big warm hug, and not just a quick hello, but just sending you a lot of healing energy, a lot of love. It was a very nice long comment that really touched my heart. Of course, it was a Cancer. So thank you so much for that. You know what I mean? In a world where people are very superficial, where people are like, just quick interactions, whatever, it's very rare to come across to authentic people, genuine people. So thank you for that. Okay, so your challenge, dear Cancer, is the Four of Wands. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Pentacles, followed by the Nine of Swords and the Six of Cups. So relationship is very important for you right now. Marriage, a certain connection here. The Four of Wands here in Tarot, dear Cancer, talks about relationship, okay? Marriage, commitment here. Some of you could be going through major changes here right now. What I'm seeing, I do see here you're really trying to work something out with a very specific person. Somebody here could have left or could have walked away. We're going to get some more clarity here, and we're going to see what is it that you need to know about this. In the recent past, you have the Three of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. It looks like in the recent past, there was some sort of a conflict here between you and another person. You and this person came back together, and then very quickly things ended. Someone here walked away from this relationship. Eight of Cups, okay? This could have been you, could have been the other person. I do see here that things became extremely exhausting for you, Cancer. No matter how much you try to work things out with this person, it just became very tiring, okay? We're going to talk about this and we're going to clarify this. Now, in the present moment, Cancer, you have the Knight of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Some of you are dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, possibly an Aries, another water sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, and a Virgo. Aries and Virgo. So what I'm seeing here for you, dear Cancer, is that you actually would want to work things out with this person. It could be also a Gemini and a Libra and Aquarius. For many of you, there is a strong desire here to cooperate and to build this relationship. It's all about foundation. Three of Pentacles is about building. It is about really cooperating together. And what you really want to build is this Four of Wands, because you have been fighting for this, okay? The energy that I'm getting is that you have been fighting for this relationship, striving to make it work. And you could be dealing with someone with the Emperor who either has like a facial hair feature, or someone maybe older than you, or you're older than them. We're going to talk about this and we're going to get some more information shortly. Now, in the near future, you have the Tower, the Queen of Wands, and the High Priestess. There is a paradigm shift that's going to happen in the near future, a major shift in terms of an understanding. Someone here is going to see you as the one for them. That's what my intuition is telling me. I'm going to clarify everything so that I can, confirm those for you. But I think that someone here is finally going to truly see you for who you truly are, okay, as the King of Wands or a Queen of Wands. And there is definitely a very strong spiritual connection with the High Priestess here. But in order for this person to be able to fully accept and to see for who you truly are. There is going to be a tower moment that's going to happen, possibly in their life. We're going to clarify this and we're going to see what is it that you need to know. At the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming is the Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, the Six of Cups, Nine of Cups. So someone here is very stressed out from your past. I think it's this person. Okay, Six of Cups, past person. Yeah, you know, what you don't see coming here is this person that you are dealing with, Cancer. They could be going through a major shift in their life. Something is really transforming, something really big is taking place, and they seem to be going through a stressful situation. Want to know what that is, but we're going to find out. We're going to clarify. So let's get into your reading and clarify everything for you. So let me know how you're doing, Cancer, into the comment section. Talk to me into the comment section. Also at the Renaissance Tarot here on YouTube. You know, we always make sure that we go ahead and we hit the like button. Please show your appreciation and your presence into the channel, because it's all about equal give and take exchange energy. And I know they've always been on top of it. This is just as a reminder for especially new people. And for the people who are stealing my videos and posting them on TikTok, I'm already taking these accounts down within the next 2-3 days. If you're watching this is Renaissance Tarot on YouTube. Come out here and find me here on YouTube. Renaissance Tarot. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, Cancer, let's get back to you. The Four of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. And then you have the Three of Swords in reverse. I never do reversals. If you watch my readings, I just don't. You know what I'm saying? But Three of Swords in reverse, that's very interesting. Very interesting combination here. Some of them are reversed, some of them are not. Okay, so here is the thing. There is obviously a situation here that you feel like you haven't healed from, or this person hasn't healed from that, okay? Because the Three of Swords in reverse is what I'm strongly getting here is like some sort of a painful situation hasn't fully completed, like a cycle hasn't fully come to an end yet, though. And the Four of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. You want clarity. A lot of you want to talk to this person. You've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and you've been wanting to gain clarity that, you know, basically you want to know what is this person's intentions when it comes to you. You could be dealing with someone that is they have a great mind. They're super intelligent. They're super analytical also, okay? There is something really attractive about their mind that you like. And I think that you've been waiting for either a confession here with the Ace of Swords or some sort of truth to come out for you so that you can decide on how you want to move forward with this individual. And this confession, this conversation, this truth has a lot to do with how is this person going to commit to you? Or do they want to marry you, basically? You know what I mean? So, and then there is a Three of Swords. You both still have something to heal together here within each other. Okay. So, my apologies, Cancer, okay? But I just really felt called to use this deck for you today. But I'm going to make sure that everything is in the upright position. I just don't do reversals here. That was the only time, but you know, sometimes things happen for a reason. So just give me a second until I fix this, because apparently some things were not in its place. Thank you for your patience, dear Cancer. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You could be dealing with the Taurus also, okay? You know my Venus is in Cancer, and your Venus probably is in Leo. There's the Strength card, or you're a Leo rising. There is the Chariot. Thank you for your patience. Okay, cool. So let's get into the recent past with the Three of Cups here. It looks like in the recent past, a lot of you try to reconcile with this person, came back together, but something just wasn't changing. The Hermit, Virgo energy, Four of Wands and the Page of Wands and the Six of Wands. You could have dealt with somebody who was quite popular, or maybe you were popular. I do see here that in the recent past, dear Cancer, for many of you, there were a lot of efforts put into wanting to really make this relationship work. There is something about a spiritual connection that you felt you had with this person, with the Hermit. You did spend a lot of time on your own. You did spend a lot of time with the Hermit on trying to really understand what is the meaning of this relationship. Why did I meet this person? Why did they come into my life? So the Ten of Wands here is telling me in the past, something here got really heavy. Okay, this situation became quite tiresome. You maybe kept fighting for it over and over and over. Clarified by the So the Ten of Wands, okay, which is this card. It's a very beautiful deck, by the way. It's clarified by the Six of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. So, you know, this person, you did feel like that with the Six of Cups, this was someone that maybe you also shared like a past life with, and you've known them many, many lifetimes. Now, in the recent past, I do see here that you try to cooperate with this person, work things out with them. And with the Five of Pentacles, a lot of abandonment wounds came out, okay, from this person's end. It could have been also that, you know, everybody learns through things, right? So with the with the Eight of Swords in the recent past, a lot of you felt trapped, okay? There is something here that this person wasn't either telling you, or they were not really coming full force to really confirm if they wanted to commit to you or not. In the recent past, I do see here that you might have tried to work things out with this person. This is very important here. Building the relationship, back up, try to work it out. And the Five of Pentacles, they left, okay? So let's talk about the living part here with the Eight of Cups. 888 also, dear Cancer, could be very significant for many of you. So the Eight of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you try to offer this person a brand new beginning. You try to work things out with them. With the Ace of Pentacles, you gave all that you had. You really, really put your heart and your efforts into this relationship. I do see here that unfortunately, there was a very, very painful ending. And with the Nine of Wands, that's the wounded warrior. That's the wounded soldier. That's why probably we saw the Three of Swords reversed at the bottom of the deck, which means that, you know, this is a situation that you're still recovering, that you're still healing, and you're doing the work within you without a doubt. You know, it's just that it's really transforming you a lot as well. And, you know, we talked about this too, setting boundaries. So let's talk about the Knight of Cups here for you. There is definitely love coming towards your way. It could be this person coming to work it out. It could be someone else, but I have to clarify this because it looks like in the present moment, there is a lot of eyes on you, but also there is a desire here of someone to come towards you and work something out. So let's clarify the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is clarified by the Fool, the Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Cups again. Definitely someone is coming towards your way. You have the Justice. This could be a Libra. Okay, so yeah, someone here has been thinking, has been dreaming about you. The Seven of Cups talks about dreams, the dream state. And you know, I don't know, guys, you tell me, did you guys also have been having some really weird dreams lately? I think it had a lot to do with like Neptune and Saturn or something like that. I was talking to one of my friends. He also said like he had been having really weird dreams. So someone here has been seeing you in their dreams. You visited this person in their dreams for whatever long, however you did. You really did visit this person, and they're trying to really decode the dream is what I'm getting, honestly. I think this person is seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities. I'm getting chills right now. This person is definitely like paying attention, paying more attention to their dreams. You know, because this is about like illusions, dreams, dream state as well. And they have this intention to come towards your way, this person that you have dealt with in the past, try to work something out with the Three of Pentacles. So let's clarify the Three of Pentacles because it's about cooperation. It's about working things out together here. So let's clarify the Three of Pentacles. It's clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Yeah, there has been an unresolved issue and a conflict between you and this person, possibly third-party situations. Now, the Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles, when a king and a queen show up in this kind of a dynamic and the Knight of Pentacles, this really means like a power couple dynamic here, and it does indicate with the Knight of Pentacles, pause and reflect before going to the next chapter. So this is not going to be like right away all of a sudden. There's a very strong earth sign energy here, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So definitely step by step is what I'm getting. Step by step building, brick by brick, building this relationship back up. Let's talk about the Emperor here, Aries energy. By the way, I forgot to mention, these are my favorite flowers, lilacs. I got them today from Trader Joe's, so I hope that you like them as well. I like to get myself flowers like every week. So my favorite, I love them. They're so good. The Emperor is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Cups, and the Lovers. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And the Star at the bottom, Aquarius energy. So I'm saying there is going to be a brand new beginning for you, dear Canceriana. Okay, there's going to be a brand new beginning in love. This is a lot of love for sure. And this person is actually part of your destiny here with the Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Wands. This is the same Queen of Wands that's showing up in the near future. Now, many of you maybe are single right now with the Nine of Cups. You're focused on your own happiness. You're focused on what really matters to you. There is a lot of self-care energy about you right now, and this Emperor is seeing that. Okay, however they're seeing that, they're noticing that, or they're feeling that you are focused on your own happiness. You're locked in. You're achieving your goals. You're doing the things that actually make you happy. So that's why, before they come towards your way, and this Tower moment could be something that, let's say there is a third party situation like the devil, so I'm saying, that may show up, I don't know, that's gonna go down, okay, in order for them to be able to come towards your way. So let's clarify the Tower here for you, dear Cancer. So the Tower in the near future for you, dear Cancer, is clarified by the Ten of Wands, the Justice here, and the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. So someone here could be going through some legal matters. Nonetheless, there is going to be some sort of a change here. Okay, a separation. I do see here that, there's two people here in this picture, and they're like in front of this person. So I think that what this really means is whoever they have been with, if they have been with a third party, that third party has sucked the life out of them. I'm just gonna put it that way. And there is a lot of this energy, whoever they're dealing with, Cancer, I feel like that, it's 11:11 on the clock right now, by the way. Okay, I'm recording this at 11:11, sprinkle, sprinkle. So it could be, that's alignment, you're aligned. And that person, there's money. So this person has been taking money from your person is what I'm getting, okay? So that's as a side story that I'm feeling. Now let's talk about the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is you, clarified by the Strength, the World, and the Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. You have a choice here, okay? You have a complete autonomy, you have complete free will to decide if you would really want to work things out with this person or not. You could say, you know what, I'm just going to walk away from this situation. I don't think this is really serving me anymore. So Leo energy shows up. You could have some Leo in your birth chart. Nonetheless, you have all the strength and all the power now because you took the time to heal, and you will be taking more time to really heal. That Three of Swords that we saw, to close off that chapter, that cycle, whatever happened with this person, and detach. And once you detach and once you focus on yourself, that's what happens. People get mad at me for saying this, but that's literally what it is. I've tested it so many times. When you focus on you, when you respectfully show yourself so much self-love and you really do the things for you, you become so magnetic, Cancer. You know what I mean? So you could choose. I mean, I see here you in the near future going back and forth with the Two of Pentacles, contemplating, right? Juggling. Should I really let this go? Should I really give this a chance or not? Like, what is the best course of action here? And you have a decision here to make. And of course, dear Cancer, you being one of the most intuitive signs, you're going to need to trust your intuition with the High Priestess. High Priestess is talking about your subconscious mind, your connection to the divine, and you really going with the flow and following the spirit here. By the way, Ariana Grande is a Cancer, one of my favorite singers, and she is a master manifester. She manifests stuff through her songs. So I'm feeling here, some of you, I'm channeling a song for you. I would highly recommend you to listen to that, okay? It's Ariana Grande and she's a Cancer. Like, you should listen to this song. It's called Just Like Magic. I was listening to that song yesterday. Just Like Magic. She talks about manifestation. So listen to this song and let me know in the comments. I really love that song. So, High Priestess with the Devil. The Devil came out. Girl, the Devil came out. Capricorn energy, some saying. You got the King of Swords, and then you got the Hanged Man. And the Ten of Pentacles, family, commitment, relationship, very, very strong commitment here. Now, with all honesty, because I'm going to keep it very real, dear Cancer, here at the Renaissance Tarot on YouTube. Now, here is the thing. The most important thing here for you in the near future when it comes to trusting your intuition is to really be completely honest with this person and with yourself. Because you want to make sure that there is no substance abuse, there is no toxic behaviors. This person doesn't want to come back. They don't come back into your life with toxicity. King of Swords, be very direct about it, okay? give them the prerequisite, the prerogative, just to let them know where you're standing, so they don't play you, so that you don't feel like that they are trying to, you know, just come back into your life to see if you are still the same person. You know, you raise the bar, you raise the standards, so you got to stick with it. And there is something here about you just wanting to make sure, okay, holding on with the Hanged Man, not rushing into it, holding on and just kind of waiting to see, you know, if this person is truly being honest and there is no other third parties going around, okay? Because here with the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, you want to make sure that you are not ending up in a place where you were before. Stressing out about commitment, long-term relationship here. You have the Sagittarius energy here with Temperance and the Queen of Cups. So this is about you maintaining your peace. And that's very important here, okay? So at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Yeah, this has a lot to do with this past person. Six of Cups is always the past connection. You know, this is someone that has already given you a lot of headaches, that has given you a lot of anxiety already from the past. In moving forward, you just want to make sure that that's not what's going to happen now, okay? So let's talk about, because you do really want to be with this person. It's just a matter of, like, this person really showing their transformation through actions and being very genuine. So let's get the advice for you, dear Cancer. Again, Six of Cups showed up again. This is a very strong soul connection, possibly a twin flame, because, you know, the Six of Cups is always a past person. There is the Ten of Cups at the bottom. So all in all, this has a lot to do with family, and you are a very, very family-oriented sign. So your biggest piece of advice here, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Nine of Cups, is really to recognize that when it comes to this person and moving things forward with them, you don't have to rush into anything. It's better to embody this Knight of Pentacles energy, which is the one and only knight that's really kind of standing still and not rushing into anything. So it is about really taking some very calculated and articulated steps before you would fully commit to this person. Otherwise, with the Nine of Cups, you can still enjoy your singlehood, you can still do your self-care and focus on you. The more you focus on you, the more you do your self-care and put yourself first, the faster you're going to see your outer reality changing and shifting. Because we don't try to change the outer world by trying to follow the cause and effect. We are causing the effects. I'm saying we are becoming the cause by embodying that version of us that knows that we are worthy to be committed, we are worthy to be loved. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So this is what I had for you, dear Cancer. I really hope this reading helped. Thank you very much for being here, and appreciate you for giving me the space and being very understanding, you know, for the fact that you know, I can really be in this kind of a mood as well. You know, I don't have to perform all the time, and I'm not a performer really. I'm just me. My Venus is in Cancer. I'm a quadruple Leo, North Node Scorpio, sprinkle, sprinkle, so I'm saying. So I have a side of me where I'm just kind of also, I get to chill. And in regards to my Grandpa Wilson, it's a very special moment for me, a special day. So thank you for giving me this space. I really appreciate it. And on top of that, I'm also training for my triathlons coming up. April 25th, I have an Olympic triathlon coming up. Another event in May, July Ironman in Idaho, Boise, and then Ironman in Texas, Waco. So a lot of great stuff coming up. I'm just kind of really allocating my energy accordingly. Thank you for all your continuous support. I really appreciate you all from the very bottom of my heart. I hope that you all have a wonderful, beautiful day ahead, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.